So it's Anzac Day today. We were up early this morning and had a dawn service. Had about 30 people pop down for that, so that was really good. It was beautiful watching the sun come up and celebrating Anzac Day. So over the 12 months or so, we've had a lot of inquiries about the stand-up paddleboards that we use, and in particular Lisa's seat, which has generated a fair bit of interest. So what I thought I'd do today is just give you a bit of a rundown on the stand-up paddleboards, where we store them, how long it takes to inflate them, and then show you Lisa's seat and tell you a little bit of the details about that as well, because quite a few people have sent questions in about those. So we'll kick it all off. I'll just show you the stand-up paddleboards basically just live in the back of the car. So this one here has a bit of extra gear in it. It's got Lisa's seat and the wetsuit. So it sits up on the seat, and then the second one, which I haven't got today, but it sits quite nicely in between the back seat and the front seat. So the two of them sit in there. They take up a little bit of room, but that's one of the sacrifices you have to make. So I'll rip it out and show you what's in there. I have my faithful camera assistant here today, and as you can see, it is a spectacular day here at Lucky Bay. 28 degrees they're forecasting, so we're very excited about that. So first up, what do you get in the pack? So you can see they come with quite a sturdy backpack. Before we go too much further, we have no affiliation with Kings or the people that make or distribute or sell these things. This is entirely our review of how we found these units. So just so you know. So in the pack, get a pump. I do believe that they come now with either the option for a twin tube pump, which gives you greater volume, or just a single one. Trade-off there, of course, is space. So the pump, this is Lisa's seat. We'll show you a bit more about that later, but that does not come with the paddleboard, so you've got to buy this one separately. But more about that later. There's the paddleboard. You get a two-piece paddle. Also, for Lisa, we had to buy a proper kayak paddle that we bought at the same place as we bought the seat, but once again, more about that later. Hose for the pump. The fin clips on, leg rope. And last but not least, a puncture repair kit. So pretty well, that's what you get with your kit. Price-wise, we paid $270 for them, delivered to the house. So $270. Inflatable stand-up paddleboards range in price between $270 up to about $1,300. Now, even higher, I believe. Lisa give me the thumbs up, even higher. So I'm sure the people that sell the $1,000 stand-up paddleboards, or inflatable stand-up paddleboards, can give you 1,000 reasons why the extra money's worth it. I have absolutely no idea. We've never used one, never hired one, or had anything to do with them, so you're just going to have to do your own research on that. But anyway, this is all about the $270 Kings stand-up paddleboard. Rightio. Next problem is how to inflate them. Now I'll show you what I've done. It's not necessarily the best way to do it, but there's a lot of pumping if you're going to pump it up all the way from flat using just the pump. So I've got a 12 volt, it's actually a Ryobi compressor. It does both low pressure and high pressure. And because we have a Ryobi battery powered chainsaw and Ryobi drills, I've got the Ryobi pump, so I'll show that to you now. There it is, the Ryobi pump. Uses the same lithium battery as my drill and the chainsaw, so just have the one battery, does all three. This is all you need. As I said, it does low pressure and high pressure, although the high pressure for the stand-up paddleboards is not so good. It just takes a long time, so unfortunately the last little bit of pumping is done by hand, but the bulk of it we can do with the compressor. So the fittings are not exact, you just have to hold it on. This is a real compromise, but it's an easy solution. But yeah, it's a little bit of mucking around. I'm sure with a bit more research and a bit more time, you could probably kit yourself up a bit better. In fact, they do sell 12-volt stand-up paddleboard compressors that are dedicated to that industry. So they might be good. Have no idea. Never seen one, but you never know. Do a bit of research, you'll find out. Before we start, let's time it and see how long it takes. Rightio, we'll start the clock. So that was 1 minute and 50 seconds. And as you can see, it's still pretty soft. So it's going to need a bit of hand pumping. Experience has shown me that I need to put 100 pumps into it now to get it up to pressure. So we'll set up the other pump. As I said, this does have a high pressure valve on it, and I do have a fitting here that you can fit into the valve here and hook up the high pressure too. If you've got a good compressor like a twin compressor or even a good tyre compressor for your four-wheel drive, you could probably use that. Once again, we're talking a large volume here. It's going to take a long time, but if you don't want to do the hand pumping, then maybe drag out your tyre compressor and you can use that as long as you've got one of those fittings. They're about 30 bucks. Okay, that's a good workout, that. So all up, 3 minutes and 15 seconds. It'll now take me 15 minutes and 3 seconds to recover. Whew. Rightio, let me show you Lisa's seat now. So this seat we got from Anaconda. It's the deluxe version. It was about 70 bucks, Lisa, I think.
Yeah, about that.
70 bucks. There is a cheaper version, but it's a lot more flimsy. This one's a little bit more rigid, and we think worth the extra money. So that's the seat, and it simply clips on to the rings that are already in the deck of the stand-up paddleboard. So there you go, easy as that. And it just gives you that back support that you need when you're paddling. There's been a fair bit of footage of Lisa paddling this around. I'll plug some more of it in so you can see. But that's it, she simply sits on that and away she goes, and she can cover ground as fast as I can standing up on the other one. So it's really good. It's proved to be really versatile. Lisa just wasn't that comfortable standing up, especially up in the crocodile infested waters of the Kimberley. So we came up with this arrangement. Hang on, I'll just grab the paddle. Paddle also sits on the back seat, so it's just a two-piece paddle, pretty simple. There's 3 holes you can see there. You can either have it straight or you can offset it one way or the other. For those people who do a bit of paddling, you'll know exactly what I mean. So there you go, so that's the paddle, clips together and away she goes. Simple as that. Paddle is also about 80 bucks, we think. Once again, there's a variety of paddles you can get, different price range, and also from Anaconda. I believe BCF also sell this as well, so check out both stores. A little bit of price matching. So that's about it. They're the paddle boards. So as I said, do we use them a lot? Probably no, but if we're staying somewhere for say 3 or 4 days and we've got conditions like we've got out here today, beautiful calm conditions, we'll blow them up. And we generally, once we've got them inflated, we generally use them 3 or 4 times. So they give you a little bit of versatility, especially if you're going to Cape Range National Park at Exmouth. They are fantastic. So you can paddle out from the beach, out to the edge of the reef, get to all the bombies out in the middle of the lagoon. What we do, we put a leg rope on them, the leg rope comes with them, And we basically just put the leg rope on, dive over the side, and we snorkel around and just tow them behind us. And when we're ready, climb back on and paddle back to shore again. So if you're going to Cape Range, fantastic. We use them a lot up on the Dampier Peninsula, paddling around at Coolgerman and also at Nulmara. You might have seen those videos. So yeah, we would definitely take them. Well, we're on our second trip and they're with us again, so they're definitely worthwhile. They don't take up a mountain of room, and we really enjoy them. So Kings